Welcome to my channel. You can support me by subscribing to my channel and giving a like. Beloved friends, how often do we look back over the course of our lives and feel the years slipping through our fingers? How many moments are remembered with regret, sorrow, or seasons that seemed utterly fruitless? Time, in its relentless march, often feels like a thief, taking from us what we can never reclaim. How many of us have sat in quiet despair, reflecting on lost opportunities, decisions we wish we could undo, or paths that seem to have led to nowhere? But today, I want to remind you of a wonderful truth. Our God is the Redeemer of time. He is not confined to the constraints of time as we are. Where we see lost years, He sees opportunities for redemption. Where we see years of waiting, He is at work, restoring and renewing. The prophet Joel reminds us of this in his book, where the Lord declares, "I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten." Joel 2:25. This is not a vague promise, but a specific assurance from God that what has been consumed, lost, or destroyed will be returned to us in His perfect way and timing. Consider the life of Joseph. Betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and falsely imprisoned, Joseph might have thought his life was a story of nothing but loss. His years seemed wasted in the darkness of Egyptian dungeons, far from the dreams he had once cherished. But in God's sovereign plan, what appeared to be wasted time became the very means by which God saved not only Joseph, but also countless others during a time of famine. When Joseph finally rose to a place of great honor, second only to Pharaoh, he recognized that what he had suffered was all part of God's divine purpose. He told his brothers, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Genesis 50-20. Today, you too may be looking back on years that seem lost. But remember, God is above time. The years that feel wasted are not forgotten in His perfect plan. He can take even our greatest regrets and use them for His glory and our good. Another example is the prodigal son. He took his inheritance, squandered everything, and found himself in misery and hunger. The regret he must have felt is unimaginable. Yet, when he decided to return home, he found his father waiting with open arms. Instead of condemnation, his father clothed him in the finest robe, placed a ring on his hand, and welcomed him home. Luke 15:22. This is a powerful symbol of God's grace and redemption. No matter how lost your years may seem, no matter how deep your regrets, God's restoring power is greater. He can turn even the darkest moments into testimonies of His grace. He is always at work, even when we do not see it. Think about Job. He lost everything: his wealth, his children, his health. Yet he held on to his faith, declaring, "I know that my Redeemer lives." Job 19:25. In the end, God restored Job's fortunes, giving him twice as much as he had before. Job 42-10. This is a powerful reminder that God is not limited by our losses. He can redeem and restore beyond what we ever imagined. Sometimes, we feel like we are in a season of waiting, where prayers go unanswered and promises seem distant. But God's promises are not fleeting. He fulfilled His promise to Abraham, giving him Isaac despite years of waiting. Genesis 21:12. God's words do not fade over time. His timing is perfect. Today, you may feel a sense of hopelessness, lost years, or regret. But know this: God can redeem time, restore what was lost, and turn past pain into future victory. He does not want you to be imprisoned by your past. Instead, He has a glorious plan for your future. No matter how lost, broken, or irreparable something may seem, God's grace is greater. He turns mourning into joy, loss into blessing, and hopelessness into renewed faith. Psalm 30:11. Trust in His timing and believe in His perfect plan for you. You can support my channel by subscribing and liking the videos. Wait with hope to see the incredible plan God has prepared for you.